In part 3 of this lab, we will use the actual ESP32 microcontroller to test the publish and subscribe functionality. You should find a sample sketch called AWS_ESP32 together with this document. So this are the part 1, part 2, part 3 documents, and this is where you will find your sample sketch. You will need to edit this secrets_template.h. Thing name is defined as client1. This is correct, so leave it alone. You need to update the SSID, the preset key, and then the endpoint, right? This is the endpoint of our IoT device. This is the same endpoint that our MQTT FX uses. Same one, right down here. Next, you need to copy the certificates, right? The root certificate, the thing certificate, and then the private key, right? So once you have done that, save it as secrets.h. Then next, you can invoke your Arduino sketch and compile and upload the program into the ESP32 microcontroller. This is the sample sketch. When the microcontroller boots up, it will run the setup functions once. First, it configures the serial port, and then it calls this function called connect AWS. Okay, this is a function. It looks for Wi-Fi to connect to, after which it will try to connect to the AWS cloud. Now to do that, it needs the AWS certificate authority, it needs the thing certificate, it needs the private key. Now I will reset this microcontroller, and then you observed what happened at this serial port. Okay, so it is trying to connect to the Wi-Fi and is connected. It tries to connect to the IoT device and it is connected. After the setup function, it executes the main loop. It checks the push button 1 continuously. If pressed, it will turn the blue LED on for half a second and publish a message. The message consists of a running time and the reading at the analog pin A0. I've connected A0 to a potentiometer, and now I'll set the potentiometer to somewhere in the midpoint. And I'll press push button 1 and you observe the serial port. Right? So this is the running time and this is the analog reading. Okay, I'll repeat this, and but I'll set it to full scale. And I press push button 1 again. Right, so again the same thing. Now I put to somewhere close to 0, right, but not 0. And I press the push button again. Okay, now it's 0. Okay, I will expect to see these 3 values in the DynamoDB database. Right, I'll refresh the screen. Right, items. Okay, so there you are, the three values here, right? Right, the midpoint, the full scale, and the 0. Next, we will test the subscribe function. When there is an incoming message, the message handler function will be invoked. Here. The message handler functions will then print the message to the serial port. We will use the same CMD method as we did in part 2 to send a message that the microcontroller subscribes to. So this is our CMD, and the message is hi there. So there you are. At the end of the lab, remember to release all the AWS resources that you have used in this lab so that you will not incur unnecessary expenses. In general, we always remove them in the reverse order that we have created them. Starting from CloudFormation, then deactivate the thing, then detach the policy from the thing, and delete the thing and delete the policy. Let's do it. Go to CloudFormation. Okay, this is the one that we have created. We select it and go to the delete. Okay, delete stack. Now it will take some time to delete the stack, right? And afterwards, you can go to the certificate, right? You go to IoT. Then you go to the certificate. Okay, our certificate is this one, right? So we want to deactivate it, right? And then we can delete the, we can delete it, right? Then after that, we can go to the policy. This is the policy that we have created. Then we delete it. Okay, and okay. So I hope you have enjoyed the lab. Thank you.